It's the 30th of January, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos, and multiple screens. Okay, go ahead.
There we go. Okay, we're at the third paragraph here. Perush there. The explanation of this is ki masha omer. That what is said, bin nois nei tzedaka kaloim. That means shemuto alehem shitin tzedaka. It's incumbent upon these four types. It's incumbent upon these four types to give tzedakah. V'ikru nois nei tzedaka, and they're considered the givers of tzedakah. The givers of tzedakah. Kaloimer muto alehem hatzedakah. It's incumbent upon them tzedakah. These four types, there's a obligation for these four types to give tzedakah. Okay, so that's I'm not completely satisfied that I know what that means exactly, but let's hold on. We'll come back to it, and let's see further. Maybe we'll get a little bit more understanding as we go further. Hold on.
But presumably, it doesn't mean that there are other types that are not obligated.
No, these are probably the form, the spectrum of those types of people that are obligated in tzedakah. I mean,
right. Everybody's obligated, and here's the four types that they break up into.
Right. Meaning, irregardless of what type irregardless of what type you happen to be, they're all chayiv, they're all obligated in giving tzedakah. Let's see how he explains this further. We'll go ahead.
Okay. Umasha moharotze sheyitain v'lo yitnu acherim. What the one that says he wants to give but doesn't want others to give.
Right. Now that which is said about the person harotze, he wants to give below yitain acherim, but he doesn't want others to give. Nira, what is that?
Okay, nireh she'ein ufaresh mishum she'oseh tzedakah liyohara l'likvod bi'alma u'lefikach ein rotzeh she'yitnu acherim.
Oh, so he says, near she'ein lefarish mishum ein lefarish. Okay, he says, umashoma rotze shitin v'lo yitin acherim. What is said here that the one who wants to give but he doesn't want others to give, near it seems she'ein lefarish. Don't explain it in this way. This is not the way to explain it. Mishum sa'osher tzedakah b'yura kavod ba'alma, that he's doing tzedakah the yura to show off kavod and for his honor, ba'alma in general, just worldly honor. Don't explain it that way. That's not the way to explain it. And lefikach ein rotze yitin acherim. That's not the way to explain it. Why?
Okay, hold on. That's not the way to explain it. Okay. Dizeh lo shayich lomar eino ra'ah b'shel acherim deha gam eino b'shelo ra'ah rak she'omer shetain bishvil yohara ba'alma ubelav hachi haya eino ra'ah.
Why? Okay, this lo shaykh eino ra'ah b'shel acherim, because if you want to explain that the reason he wants to give and other people he doesn't want them to give is because he's doing it for fame and recognition, no, that you can't explain it that way. Because the zelo shaykh eino ra'ah b'shel acherim, because it's not shaykh, it's not possible to explain that he says ayin ra'ah b'shel acherim if that's the case.
What's eino ra?
Literally means an evil eye, but he means he's begrudging. he's begrudging, he's um, miserly with that other people.
I thought under Rabba, that was exactly why, that was exactly what we said. That he wants to be aggrandized. And he doesn't want other people to be aggrandized. He wants to be to look like he's better than everybody.
You could explain it that way, right? But the moral is saying "Ein lefarish." That's what he says over here. "Ein lefarish." Mishum shasa tzedaka le'yuro lekavod ba'alma. Don't explain it that way. Meaning, that might be an explanation, but the moral is saying that's the wrong explanation. Because if that was the right explanation, it wouldn't make sense to say I know Ra b'shal acherim. Meaning, look at it from this point of view. If the he's giving because he wants fame and recognition, right? And therefore, he doesn't want anybody else to have that fame and recognition either. He wants to be the only one to support the yeshiva. He wants to be the only one to marry off the yisomim. So he's going to get all the fame and fortune for doing that mitzvah, right? That's what he's doing after, right? So he's doing it for his own personal grindson, and he's not doing it because he has an ayin ra b'shal acherim, right? Exactly, I'll tell you the truth, exactly what it means, ayin ra b'shal acherim. I'm not really sure I know exactly what that means. Ayin ra b'shal acherim. He's miserly, he's begrudging in other people's. I'm not sure what I mean, what it means by that. But you get an idea that it's something he has against other people. When he's giving to get fame and recognition, and he does, and therefore he doesn't want other people to give. It's not because he has anything against other people, right? He doesn't have anything against other people. He's just interested in his own fame and fortune, right?
Well, the phrase I'm familiar with, ayin hara, my understanding is that one way to understand it is it's jealousy or envy. It's
Right.
that I don't want somebody else to have it. I see my friend has this beautiful car, and I have an ayin hara because I don't want him to have the car.
Right. Good. Okay. So that's if the person has something, right, and you're jealous of what he has, right?
Right. So maybe here he doesn't want the other person to have the honor.
Yeah, okay, but that's not considered, that's not jealousy. Jealousy is the other person has and you are jealous over what he has, right? But here you want the fame and fortune, and you don't want him to, not that he doesn't have it, right? He doesn't have it yet. If he had it already and you were mekana him, you were jealous of him because of what he had, so then I would understand, right? But here you don't want him to give. Why don't you want him to give? Because you want all the benefits of giving that tzedakah, all those perks that come with the giving tzedakah. You want all those things, right? So you want it, and you don't want him to have it. Not that he has it and you want to have it, right? That's it's not appropriate. This expression, I know ra b'shal acherim. Even if you'll say it's an ayin raw, it's not. See, it's an ayin. I know raw. See, again, I'm not clear 100% exactly how we're supposed to understand this concept of I know raw. It's not. I don't think it's exactly ayin hara. Ayin hara is something else, right? Ayin hara is something else. Might be related, but it's not exactly the same thing we're talking about over here.
Uh-huh.
Let's see the next sentence. He'll elaborate on this a bit.
Okay, aval nireh dechache perusha.
One second. The last sentence of the previous paragraph. The hagam eno b'shaloi ra. Rak she'omer Shitin bishvil shirur ba'alma uvalav chochi haya eino ra. The hagam ba'eino b'shel b'shelo ra. He's saying over here also in this particular case, his Aino is also raw in his own stuff. Rak shiomer shitain rak, but he's not only that he's going to give only shiomer he'll give bishvil shirura. Rak he's only going the only reason he's giving is because he's going to get something. He's going to get the fame and fortune from it. Walav hachi haya Aino ra. But if it wasn't for that, right, he would he would also be miserly. I know Rose like here being miserly. He'd be miserly with his own stuff. Let me put it this way. A person like this, that he's giving tzedakah because he wants to get the perks of the fame and fortune and recognition from giving the tzedakah, right?
Right.
Okay.
So if he had to give tzedakah in a way where it would be anonymous, would he give the tzedakah in that case then?
No.
No, right. So really, his Aino Ra is in his own. He has an Ayin Ra and his own towards himself as well. He has an Ayin Ra towards himself as well.
Okay, so that makes sense if we understand that the miserliness is in fact the operant factor, but we're saying it's not.
Well, so that's right, because this is you can't say he's doing it. He doesn't want others to give because he's being a miserly. Because he's really this person's really a miser, right? How can a miser give money for tzedakah? Because he's getting something from it. He's willing to buy fame and fortune. He knows he can't play basketball, so he's not going to be on the NBA. He knows he's not a piano player and playing this in the symphony, so he can't do that, right? So this person, he's the only way he can get fame and fortune is by buying it with his tzedakah money. But if he wouldn't get it, he wouldn't be giving any tzedakah, right? So really, he's miserly. But just like if he wanted to, to have a nice dinner, he would go out and pay money for a nice dinner. So he's willing to pay money to have a nice dinner in a restaurant. So if he wants fame and fortune and recognition, they're going to put his name in the shul newsletter this week, right? So he wants that recognition, and he's willing to pay for it, right? And therefore he doesn't want anybody else to share that recognition with him as well. And but really, he has an Ayin Ra on his own. This is to see we're still not getting to the bottom of what this Ayin Ra really means. That we haven't gotten to a clear understanding what the Ayin Ra means exactly. But it's applicable not only to other people, but it's applicable to himself as well. So hold on to it. Let's see what is the explanation. This is the non-explanation that the morale is telling you. Don't explain it this way. But so what is the explanation? Let's see the next paragraph.
Okay. Aval nir'eh dehachi perusho shehu adam shemehena acherim umitoch kach eino ra'a sheyitnu acherim evan shehu mehena tamid acherim im yitnu arehem yiyu chaserim.
What does this mean now? Al near the hockey pirusha. It appears, however, this is the explanation. Shehu adam shemahana acherim, meaning he's a person that wants to benefit other people. Umetoch kach eno ra sheyitnu acherim, and therefore his eye is he has a bad attitude. Let's say eno ra means he has a bad attitude. He has a bad attitude about others giving. He has a bad attitude about others. He wants to benefit other people, right? And therefore he has a bad attitude for other people giving. Why? Why does he have a bad attitude towards other people giving? Since he's always benefiting other people, im yitnu hari heim yehu chaserim, that if they're going to give, heim hayu chaserim, if Kevin shu mahani tamid acherim im yitnu hari heim yehu chaserim. If since he's always giving it to other people, im yitnu, if they will give hari heim hayu chaserim, they will be lacking. I'm not sure what this means exactly. Therefore, it's a bad attitude for the other people giving. Kevin shu mahana tamid.
Maybe the people that the others would give to will be lacking because he doesn't want them to give.
Not sure. I'm not sure what this means exactly.
Maybe-
Is he has a bad attitude towards other people giving. Kevin shu mahana tamid, since he's always benefiting people. Okay, I think I got it. Again, the tolkak enu rosh yitnochem. This is why he has a bad attitude towards other people giving. Kivan shuhu mahanatamid acherim, because he's a person that's always giving to other people, right? He wants other people to have. He wants other people to have. He wants other people to have. So what does he say to himself? If other people are going to give, they're going to be chaser. They're going to be lacking. This person wants other people to have. That's why he's always giving to other people. So why doesn't he want other people to give? Because if other people give, they're going to be lacking. And he doesn't want other people to be lacking. Do you understand there's a tremendous insight in how to understand the Mishnah over here from the Moral. Again, Avo, near the Hachi Perush, it seems that this is the explanation. Shu Adam Mahani Acherim, he is a person who wants to benefit other people. He has a good heart. He wants to benefit other people, right? Therefore, he has a bad attitude towards other people giving. His bad attitude towards what can it be wrong? That was the question we're asking. If he wants other people to benefit, if he's giving, that other people should benefit. So why shouldn't other people join in and help other people as well, right? As an attitude that he wants to benefit other people. And he has a bad attitude if other people give. He does not want other people to give. Why? Right? Because if other people are going to give, they're going to be lacking. If they give, they're going to be lacking. And he doesn't want them to be lacking. He wants everybody to have. And if they give, they're going to lack. They'll be lacking. So that's why he has a bad attitude towards other people giving. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
An interesting way to look at it.
Excuse me?
An interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, it's a tremendous chiddush, but it fits in a little bit.
Right? No, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Right, because what does it mean? Eino rob b'shel acheri, right? That has a bad attitude. I think again we have to clarify exactly how we understand this expression "Eino Ra," but "Eino Ra b'shel acherim." We'll just use a working definition right now of that he has a bad attitude towards others giving. So what's the source of his bad attitude towards other people giving? Since he's a person who wants to help other people, he wants other people to have. When he looks at other people giving, he says, "Oh, look, they're losing out. They're giving and they're losing out."
Right.
And that he doesn't want them to lose out because he's a person who's interested in people having and people in giving to people. Huh?
Right.
Tremendous. The fikach. Let's just finish up. We'll do this one more line. The fikach.
ולפיכך אמר שהוא אוהב אחרים כל כך עד שאינו רע אם ייתנו אחרים, רק הוא רוצה ליתן. Only he wants to give.
Oh, therefore, Omer, it says, "Hu oiv acherim kol kach." Therefore, we say that this person loves people so much. Ad she'enu ra im ייתנו acherim. He has a bad attitude. He loves people so much. He has a bad attitude towards if the other people are going to give him. Rak hu rotz litin. He wants to be able to give, not because he's interested in fame and fortune, right? But he's interested in giving because he wants other people to have. So therefore, since he wants other people to have, when other people are going to give, they're going to be lacking. So therefore, he wants to give and he doesn't want other people to give. Okay, that's a big insight. I wouldn't have thought to learn Pshat in the Mishnah that way, but there you are, right there. Okay.
You're saying this guy is really fully altruistic.
Absolutely.
Yep.
He's to the absolute extreme. I'm not saying it's correct. I'm not saying we're not giving you a stamp of approval for this, right? I mean, but this is just the psychology that's involved. Let's just put the simple psychoanalysis of the situation. Whether it's praiseworthy. Look, again, he's not called a chassid, right? He's not called a chassid. He's not the Mishnah is not praising him for this attitude, right?
Right.
It didn't really give a value judgment. Meaning in the last two, the one who's a chassid and the one who's a rasha, right? There was a value judgment placed, and these two middle types, there was no value judgment placed upon them, right?
Right.
So we'll have to see. We'll try and get the whole picture of the Mishnah, and then we'll try and understand it better, Mitzvah. Okay, good. Let's take it. We don't want to start the next paragraph yet. We'll remember to pick up from here tomorrow, or maybe it's worthwhile to chazar this over just to reinforce it and to get it straight. Okay, Bez Hashem, we'll take a short break and we'll begin to